So about 9 months ago, I made my own 5-year plan. And this 5-year plan was made during a time in which I had a job, a happy VP level job, going quite well. But I always knew that I wanted to start my own thing, and I wasn't sure how to make that happen. I have a few big ideas. Some of them are much loftier than others. So there's a bit of a maturity levels of the different concepts I want to play with. Whoops. But in that 5-year plan, I saw that in around April, May or June this year, March, April, May. Yeah, that's right. I was going to tell my company at the time that I wanted to go on full-time contract and begin starting this company. And I didn't really know what it all would look like, but I'll show you on my phone here. I had this, that's not even the right one. I have an app called 2030 on my homepage here that's opening up. You can't see it, but you kind of get it. But it's just a long form write-up of my plan. And it covers things like the age of my kids. I've got 3 kids now, what my day-to-day looks like, where my mindset is a year from now, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years from now. But I really wanted to set a vision for what I want to have. And again, I didn't say this yet, but explicitly it said June 15th, I would have my 3rd son, and I would let my current employer know that I was going to go full-time contract. And what actually happened was very different from that. I ended up joining a different company in January based on the prospect of a big outcome from this startup that was doing pretty well at the time, but had to pivot later. All amicable. It's all good there. But basically, I joined a different company and thought maybe this is my path. So I kind of changed my mind after making this 5-year plan. And what ended up happening is I did not have a 3rd son on June 15th. I had a daughter weeks early, late May. And a week after, that company did a big riff and let go of the entire marketing, sales, and most of the leadership team all the way to the top. And it was the right move. There was a pivot needed to happen. So I'm not going to talk much about that. But what that led me to was looking at mid-June as exactly what I kind of thought it would be. Me being off my own, trying to build a business. And funny enough, the employer that I had when I wrote the 5-year plan, before I left and joined the other company, that I was going in that 5-year plan to tell that I was going to go, or that I wanted to go full-time contract and start doing my own thing. Turns out they'd like to work with me. I just come back full circle. I'm back on the plan, weirdly enough, right around, it's June 22nd now, but this whole thing started a week ago. So basically exactly on schedule. Funny how the universe works. But Moconvo, what is it? So Moconvo, for nobody watching this, is right now, the vision of it is that I want to build a business that handles the service offering, storytelling, and offering development to train sellers to talk about what technology services and consulting firms do. It's a mouthful, but these technology services and consulting firms around the US and around the globe, I've worked with these companies for a decade now, and they all have a very similar challenge. There's a tumultuous technology environment in which their enterprise clients live. Those clients look to these firms to tell them how to think, to give them the new vision for technology, service delivery methodologies, workflow transformations, all these things. And you have to, as one of these firms, constantly have an output of thinking as well as offering reshaping to hit the needs of the now for your clients. And that's typically industry specific or workflow specific or technology specific like AI. And there's a constant flux of what you need to be talking about to keep the conversation alive, win RFPs, requests for proposals, and even get your sellers feeling proactive and capable of talking to new customers and getting new logos into your ranks. This is a skill set that, at least in my experience, has been largely missing in many of these firms. It's something that is not exactly sales, not exactly your typical marketer, not exactly a technical practitioner either, because it is all 3 of those things, and it takes a certain type of background, a certain type of skills, a certain type of confidence, and a certain type of competence talking to different personas. So talking to service delivery teams, sales teams, marketers, etc. And this is something that I have done for many years now, and I like to think I've been successful at it and well respected in the companies I've worked with. And I've decided that I want to do it for firms at scale. So specializing in this type of content, this type of marketing / sales enablement is what Moconvo does right now. So it's more conversations, more conversions, moconvo.com. And the first thing that we have launched today, so I guess it's the topic of this blog primarily, though there are other things I could talk about, is the Moconvo Index. And the Moconvo Index, I'll put a link in the description, but the Moconvo Index it's a roundup of 200 or more companies in the space, mainly in the United States, headquartered, that do technology services and consulting around AI or just tech trends right now. And I wanted to look at all of these firms and understand What is their headline value proposition? What is the thing on their main page? What are the core capabilities and competencies and offerings that they talk about on their site? If you browse down the homepage or go into their main nav, what are they talking about? What are their thought leadership pillars? What are they sharing with their audience, with their customers? What reports are they doing? What blogs are they writing? Who's writing them? What is their author diversity or variety? What are the formats of content they're producing? And also, what IP are they developing? So many of these companies seek to build IP to differentiate or to extend the efficiency or the speed of the things that they do. So I wanted to look at all the different IP being developed in this space as well and capture that. And this allows us not just to look at individual companies, but the market as a whole to see what are the major trends, where is the most volume happening right now, how do things sound a lot the same or somewhat different for different firms, where is specialization seeming to be effective. And by getting that viewpoint, I can first of all inform my customers in meaningful ways real time, especially if we keep an eye on this by updating the index monthly, which we will do. But it also allows people in the market just to educate themselves, even without working with us. So we've made it completely free, though we spent a ton of money doing this report, and we will in the future as well as building the thing. But it is completely free. That said, and I'm trying to say this a lot right now because I want to make sure that I safeguard the company as much as possible. There's no warranty to the accuracy of this. We use public data. We only went to these companies' websites. We crawled what we could. Sometimes the crawlers are blocked. Sometimes navigation systems are weird. Sometimes we may have missed things. We've not hand-checked everything. There is that caveat. Your mileage may vary, right? I use this for entertainment purposes only, as they say. But if you are in this space, if you find yourself watching this video by chance, it's something you may check out. For me, it's something that's going to help us to engage future customers, to put out our own thinking, to talk about the trends in the space. And I think it's probably an interesting model. If you're doing a similar business to ours at Moconvo, whether it's a direct competitor of ours, I doubt it, but you're welcome to, or if it's a company that's also seeking to serve B2B audiences, doing summaries using scraping, using AI, using custom agents, and using a UI to present those findings. That's what we did here. And I think it's going to be pretty effective. I'm looking forward to talking about it in future videos. But for now, this meandering format may tighten up over time. Maybe it won't. But what I want to do is capture this journey as much as I can and as often as I can. I hope daily, at least during the weekdays, just to build my own comfort with video, but also perhaps become a resource to people paying attention either to business building, like what I'm doing, or to people paying attention to this space who just want to start paying attention to the reports we're putting out or the findings that we're having in our work. So in any case, follow along if any of that interests you. And I'll try to keep these fairly short each day. It's a little vlog, pretty low sophistication right now. But my name is Clay. I started Moconvo, and I thank you for watching this. Until next time.